Welcome back to Arcanum. Last time on the show, we cheated someone's bullshit test for them. They're an asshole, but that test did suck. And then we unceremoniously delivered a potion to save Cynthia Witt from her lycanthropy. So, yeah. We don't have really a whole lot left to do. We do have the mission to go find his fucking toy train in the dredge. I don't know if we're gonna do that. But there are a couple of other things that we haven't explored that I've occasionally thought about that I do want to go look at now. So actually, surprise, surprise, where we're gonna go is Tarrant. But we're gonna go to a place in Tarrant we've never gone before. We're gonna see what happens. Unless the game crashes. Okay, so we're gonna check out the boil. Now the question is, which side of the boil do we go check out? Is this just a murder town? Or is there actually something here? That looks like an actual shop. That looks like a shop. Okay. Let's try this out. Would not enter the boil if I were you, sir. Why not? That is the boil in there. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Ha ha. You may enter it at your own risk, but I wouldn't recommend it. See, I will take my chances. Thank you very much. What's up? You do not associate... you look like a human. You're half-orc, apparently, but... Huh. I thought those guys attacked me immediately the last time. What's up in here? This looks like a nice cozy hovel. This place sucks. I'm out. What about this place? What's up with you, half-orc villager? I'd ask who you are. My name is Lars. What do you want of me? Nothing, just traveling about. Good day. You've got a name and nothing... I don't believe that. I bet we'll be back. Why is there just a safe in the middle of a pool? What's up with you? What do you want? Nothing, sorry to have bothered you. Good day. Is there a back entrance to this place? Or do I have to kill you to get in? Huh. Let's...
Good show!
We're just letting
Perhaps they'll
ourselves
think
in.
twice before attacking us again, eh?
I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, why did you guys come to get him? That was dumb. Maybe he was coming in. Weapon damaged. From what? So you got some special armor or something? Huh? Case of ale. I see. Well, nobody seems to have any qualms about having killed those guys, so something tells me I don't really need to either. Listen, nobody said Jeremiah Sanchez is a good guy. He tries to be a decent human being, but mostly it's just convenience. Who all is in here? Few questions. He looks you over, making an appraisal. I don't know, your friend ain't saying nothing for nothing, but a man don't go around the boil asking questions of people he don't know. He looks into his drink, even looking as tough as you do. Just ain't healthy, most ways. Not here to start trouble, I'm just new to this town. Seems to approve of your reaction. New to the boil, huh? Well, it's not a nice place for anyone, but especially not strangers. I'd recommend you watch your step, stranger. That's free advice. Thanks for the advice. Can I ask a few more questions? I don't see why not. Make it quick, though. What's this pub we're in? This pub here is called Caleb Malloy's. It's the best place in the boil to get yourself a drink. Find out what's new on the street. There's a lot of the clan Mog in here, too. But Malloy's a no man's land. Pollock told us no fighting in here, so we don't start trouble. Who are the clan Mog? Clan Mog? Bunch of weak-spined blokes who live in the North Boil. Orcs and half-orcs, mostly. Their boss goes by the name Darian Mog, and he lives in the Bentley. Fancy building just north of here. Bloody flamin' prince hiding behind his nice little house. He spits on the ground. I'd like to get my hands on him. Who is Pollock? Pollock, he's our boss. He gestures to his friends. We're all part of Pollock's gang. Bloody nightmares we are too, eh boys? They let out a raucous howl, toasting above the table and spilling most of their drinks. Pollock's a half-ogre, lives down in the South Boil. There's two bosses here in the Boil, but Pollock's the one to be afraid of. I see. A few more questions? What is the Boil? The Boil, that's where you are, lad. Everything over here on the western side of the Gorillion Bridge. It ain't much to look at, but it's our kingdom. Eh, boys? To Pollock's gang. To Pollock's gang. They all bellow various exclamations or expletives, raising their glasses in the air. A lot of ale ends up on the floor. I see. Anything about the Boil I should know? You got questions about the Boil? You should go and talk to Caleb Malloy, the bartender. He's been here a lot longer than most, and he's got the scars to prove it. I may do that. A few more questions. How does someone go about getting work around here? Well, a bloke's got to be careful about who he works for here in the Boil, lad. For example, say you were to take a job with the Clan Mog. Well, me and my mates, being part of Pollock's gang, we wouldn't take too kindly to that. You understand my meaning, lad? He pats a thick cudgel strapped to his belt. Yeah, bloke's got to be real careful. And if I wanted to join Pollock's gang? You might be smarter than you look, lad. You want to work for Pollock? Then I recommend you go and talk to Miranda Tears. She's the rough-looking lass that's standing up there by the bar. You just tell her we sent you over, and she'll decide if you're worth wasting any time on. I see. A few more questions? I'll be going. Let's see. Does anybody else? Hard to pick out who's who. Interesting, they're already suspicious of me. So is she. But I presume this is Malloy. He is not. Hello, looking for something special? Perhaps. I'd ask who you are, sir. Man before you is thick, barrel-chested, wearing an apron, and what looks to be a permanent scowl. He regards you evenly. I'm called Malloy, Caleb Malloy, and this is my pub. Nice to meet you, Caleb. Good to meet you too, lad. He looks around and leans a bit closer. Listen, you're new around here. A man can tell just by looking who knows the Boil and who don't. This ain't a nice place to be visiting, especially visiting. Especially when you don't know the lay of the land. You mean the Boil. The Boil, that's what this here stinking neighborhood is called. He laughs, wiping off the bar. Bloody den of thieves, brigands, and murderers. A few poor families here and there, mostly just trying to make a living and staying out of the way of Clan Mog and Pollock's gang. Clan Mog and Pollock's gang, who are they? Pollock's a half-ogre who runs a mishmash bunch of hooligans here in the Boil. Not too organized, mind you, but vicious and cruel. And Clan Mog? Darian Mog's clan, mostly orcs and half-orcs. He plays it a little quieter, but you can trust him but you can't trust him any more than a Bengalian viper. Who's the better gang to work for? Well, that's tough to say, lad. If you get involved with one, the other gang's gonna be after your hide. A man needs to be careful about who he works for in the boil. Once you decide, there's no going back. I see. A few more questions about the boil. Are there any shops in the boil? There ain't much to buy around here. Old Melon Bungerton, the halfling, has a wagon set up somewhere around here. He's usually got something for sale, and most of it's stolen. Where can a man stay in the boil? Not too many places for a stranger to lay his head here in the boil, lad. You might want to try old Mother Tilly. She's got a shack just to the west of here. Sometimes she'll take in a boarder or two if she trusts him. A few more general questions. Tell me about the boil. Nope. Is there any work to be had around here? Well, you could talk with some of the boys here in the bar. Of course, that would mean you'd have to make a choice which gang you wanted to join up with, Moggs or Pollux. Then you'd have the other gang out to kill you. Gets pretty messy out here. He chuckles to himself. Are there any alternatives? He looks you over. I've got a job that needs doing. Might be easy or might get messy. You never know here in the boil. I'd be interested in hearing about it. Well, I got a pretty regular shipment of whiskey every week, except lately one of the gang's been stealing it. Normally I don't get any trouble from them, and neither one is owning up to it because they know somebody's getting their skull smashed when I find out who it is. I see. What is it you need me for? Well, I need someone to go and pick up the whiskey for me. I'm running real low. You go pick it up, I'll give you 500 gold pieces when you get it back here. What do you think? Sounds good. What do I do? The man's name is Biggs. He'll be waiting for you in the middle of the Gorillion Bridge at the towers. I'll send a boy over there and tell him to be waiting for you. Watch yourself, lad. The boil ain't a place to be getting careless. You hear me? Farewell. Well, I've already got it in my inventory, I believe. Oh, no, that's ale. Okay. Whiskey, ale. Yeah. Alright, well. Let's take a crack at this mission. Maybe it'll be really quick. In the middle of the bridge, huh? Oh, let's, quick save. Never seen these guys before. Mind your own business. Wow, there's a whole lot of guys on this bridge all of a sudden. I tried to talk to... Oh, there we go. Hey there, you're Caleb's boy, right? He told me to be expecting you. I'm Biggs. Yes, I'm here for the whiskey. Yeah, I've got it right here. My delivery boys keep getting mugged on their way to Malloy's. Hopefully you'll have better luck. Thank you, Biggs. Just a minute there. There's someone that's looking to have a word with you, boy. What? Who are you talking about? Hey there, boy. Just what do you think what is it you think you's doing here? I'm picking up some whiskey for Caleb Malloy. Well, that's a problem now, lad. You see, this here is my territory, and no one brings any whiskey through Malik Neb's territory without asking me first. Think I'm gonna have to take that whiskey from you, lad. I don't think so, Mr. Nebs. You better move on. Alright, well. Death to the idiots. Getting their whole sides chopped off. By the gods, show me mercy. I don't... Okay, man. Whatever. That was not bad. I don't know if I pissed off one of the gangs as a result, but... guess we'll find out soon enough, huh? If I walk in here and they immediately try and kill me... How do you do? Hello, Caleb. Have you a moment? picked up your whiskey, Caleb. Here it is. So you have. That's grand, lad. Thank you so much for the help. Here's your money. Hands you a handful of gold. You're welcome in Malloy's anytime. Okay, well, I guess there's no repercussions to that, so that's kind of amusing. Anyway. Alright, well, let's go talk to one of these other folks before we, make any other decisions. What does a human want from me? Excuse me? Many pardons, sir. I had no idea you were of the upper classes. What may I help you with? What can you tell me about the Boil? Boil's a place of great opportunity for those in the know, it is. You, sir, are a lucky man to have chosen to spoke with me as opposed to some of the other lurkers around here. Casts a distrustful gaze across the bar. That's pretty funny. What is your meaning, sir? We of the Clan Mog run the Boil. You would do well to throw in with us. You interested? I may be. Need to talk to Muggs over there, then. He motions to a well-dressed dwarf standing nearby. He's always got a job for those who'd hope to prove themselves to the Clan Mog. I'll do that. Goodbye. Really, that's it? Nobody else has, Although it does make more... You know... I'll be perfectly honest, seeing them side by side, it's abundantly clear the difference between orcs and ogres. But, in most cases, we don't really see them side by side, so it's been hard to tell the difference, or know which one is which. The terminology gets, well, obviously in whatever fantasy setting, terminology gets flipped around a lot, but, you know, the names are so close that, like, orcs and ogres, I think, don't usually show up in the same materials. They usually pick one name or the other and use them to describe similarly, like, large, brutish folks, but, yeah. It's just interesting. It's something we've mentioned before, obviously, but... Okay, one last thing. Let's go outside and talk to the halfling villager. Hey, you're one of those technologist fellows I've been hearing about. Amazing. Never thought I'd see someone like you here. What can I do for you anyway? Apprentice training. Haggle. Repair. Pick locks. Disarm traps. Let's trade. What have you got? Not much. Not interested in buying my case of ale, huh? Don't want to be incriminated. Alright, well. Let's take one more peek across. See who's over here on this side. Actually, there's quite a lot over here, isn't there? Well. Nobody attacked me over here. Is it just because I've leveled up? Because I swear when I came in here before, as soon as I walked in, I was attacked. What's up with you, dude? You must be lost. You don't belong here. I'll be leaving now. Then I'll quick save, and then I'll... His name is Treat. I don't like your attitude. You don't like my attitude? Get out of here before I cut you up for bait. Well, he didn't like that, so let's reload. I was moving awfully fast. Is this where I got attacked? In here? No, they're not aggroing either. They're all courteous of all things. That's kind of crazy. Not what I expected. Whole warehouse full of empty barrels, I guess. Another warehouse full of empty barrels. Ooh, mushrooms. My favorite. Fucking hate mushrooms. Well. Alright. So we basically got the two, what I assume are the two leaders' buildings to investigate. I don't know if we got to make a decision and join one or the other before we do that, but I guess we'll find out about that next time on Arcanum.